we are back for another episode of Let's Talk Dogs, and you were listening to Kez and Sam, and we are warm today, aren't we, Sam? It's a warm day.
It's so hot. Dogs are hot.
The dogs are hot. We're hot. It's gone muggy, but there is no storms awry, which I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah,
because I love a good thunderstorm.
Me too.
And basically, I've checked the real-time lightning app, and there is bugger all on the horizon. France has got it, but it might come our way later. But we're planning on a barbecue, aren't we, Sam?
Yeah. As long as it's before 10 o'clock, that's when the rain comes.
On standby.
Yeah.
That's the British weather. It's not a barbecue unless it's raining.
No, exactly.
So basically, but yes, we are back and we are here and we're going to talk about today how you handle your dog being poorly.
Okay.
And obviously a bit of a grey area, a bit of a touchy one, but vet prices. There has been a massive increase. Everyone's feeling the pinch all over the place in Britain, but I am very concerned about the pricing of vets. I think that's affecting. So we're gonna have a little talk about that. I've got a little bit, did you know, as we have a little bit of that. And the dogs that we're going to have a little chat about today that are desperate for their homes is Cariad and Luna Chow.
Luna Chow, whose
and it's
birthday.
Luna Chow's birthday.
It has.
So we've got to give her a special mention today.
It has. She's had a couple of new toys, which she's obliterated.
Has she?
But that's just Luna Chow. She had a great time.
Toys, or did
she had a pink dinosaur, which lasted about 2 hours before that was in pieces.
That's not bad, 2 hours.
No.
Guinness is not long. He's like 2 minutes.
No, and then Sarah gave her a stuffed toy at the weekend, which lasted about 20 minutes. And all the stuffing, it just exploded.
She doesn't eat it because that's what I worry. You know, when they start pulling things apart, you see them chewing, you're like, don't eat it, don't eat it.
Yeah, Shandy's a bit of a bugger for chewing and eating toys. Yeah, really bad. Anything plastic, we have to be careful with.
When I was only little, I was only a baby, but we had a Jack Russell called Butsy. And my mum went out shopping, and when she came back, she had half a carpet. Well, not like not the whole living room, but there was like a portion of carpet gone. And Butsy was lying there, literally belly like ballooned.
She'd eaten the carpet.
Eaten bits of the carpet. God. And it was a blue light up to the vets, and he pulled all this, had surgery.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
And that would be me. I don't know if you would be at panic stations, but that's why I wanted to talk about how you handle it, because I know there's a few. My friend Marie, she's got Doug the pug. Now, if you're aware of pugs, they are a nightmare for vets. They don't handle it well. And literally, I have to take him to the vets because Marie can't cope. It's too upsetting to see him in such distress. So I'm the one, when she books it, she rings me, when are you free? Because I booked him at 5 o'clock.
Aww.
So I'm the one who has to endure it. So what I go through, I've never seen a dog like it. So as soon as I hand the lead to the vets, a noise comes out of Doug the pug that I've never, ever seen before. And it's a squeal, like a scream. And he's literally crawling onto me to stay with me.
Please don't make me.
It looks like I'm sending him to his death. It's horrendous.
Doug the pug.
If anyone's got a pug, please let us know, because they must know what they sound like.
I can imagine. Yeah, we've had a Frenchie in before, and they make a hell of a lot of noise. Yeah.
I was literally, but for me, I don't handle it well. I'm literally change the temperature, and I'm like, right, the vets. I feel like I'm getting better, Sam, but you're a little bit different, aren't you?
I think I've learned to be, because
with if
because like if you've got a dog come in that's not handleable, and like if they've got a skin condition or something, I know I can't take that dog to the vets. So I know,
because it'd be too
too traumatic. If you can't touch them, you're going to get bitten. So I do what I can at home for them in that instance. And like if they cut themselves or whatever, I'm not really a rush to the vet kind of person. I'm quite chill about it. But then I've had 4 kids. I've had a lot of dogs. I've dealt with a lot of dogs.
You've had babies.
I do go to the vets, but I'll treat what I can at home first. Like over the years, I've learned a lot because I've been to the vets a lot.
That's
so
true.
I've learned a lot of what to do. And I will do things at home, for instance, we had Bradley in with his skin infection, and he wasn't handleable at all when he arrived. He had mange. We weren't told he had mange, and he arrived and he was all red and itchy, and treated him with lime sulfur dip and like a lime sulfur ointment. And he had, what did he have? He had what's it called with treatment, like a Simparica treatment, which kills the mange as well. So we managed to treat him the first time round. He did have to go back to the vets for some more Simparica treatments. I think it was just by chance I'd got one here. But yeah, I think I've learned over the years to do what I can here. Yeah. And then
you cope better than me, because I have got better. I mean, Marie is first time dog owner. So I can understand, because they're literally with you all the time, and when they're not well, and as soon as they're not well, you want them 100%.
Yeah, you want to make them better. Definitely,
it's terrible. I mean, I've not reproduced. I've not had a child. I think there'd be, I'll be looked into if I reproduce. There isn't a fellow who wants to reproduce with me, so that's fine. But Tom Hardy, I'm still waiting for you. But I mean, I have got a story. And it is quite embarrassing for me because it was so dramatic. I know,
I do know this story.
I have shared this with Sam, but I'll share it with the people who are listening. And there is a few people, friends and family, that have heard this. But basically, Milo, I finished work, it had been a busy day, and I come back, and as soon as I come through the door, he came up, as they do, to come and greet you. And I suddenly noticed that he was breathing strange. And it was like, he was making a really weird noise, and I thought, oh my God, he can't breathe. He literally can't breathe. And before I blinked, I literally got hold of Milo. I didn't even lock the door, I don't think. I threw him in the car. I drove like I had a blue light on the top of my car, and literally outside our vets, there's like a parking place. If anyone was there, I would have smashed into him just to get to the front door. I literally skidded up. I literally ran in. And I just said to the receptionist, my dog can't breathe, my dog can't breathe. And she said, what's happened? And I said, literally, my dog can't breathe. You need to help me. I need to see a vet immediately, please. And whilst I was saying that, there was a lady there with a big German Shepherd, a woman with a rabbit, I think. And there was a cat in there. And I said, I'm so sorry, but my dog can't breathe. They said, that's fine. So she said, hang on a minute, just wait. I need to see if the vet's free, whether he can see you. I said, that's fine. So I stood there like pacing the reception, thinking, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And she came out, she said, the vet will sue you. So I ran back out to my car. I looked, and he stopped. He wasn't doing this struggling to breathe thing. I thought, I don't give a shit. I need to go in, I need to check him. So I run through, like holding him and stroking him on the head, ran in, and it was lovely John, my vet. And he said, what's going on? I said, he can't breathe. He was struggling to breathe, but he's stopped now. He's okay. And he said, well, let me have a look at him. So anyway, giving him a thorough check over and listening to his heart rate and all that kind of thing. And then he slowly put his equipment down, and he looked at me. He said, it's okay, Kerry. I said, what do you mean it's okay? He said, I'll tell you what it was. It's what you call a backward sneeze. I said, what? I said, what? He said, a backward sneeze. He said, it does sound really bad. It does sound distressing, but he hasn't got an issue with his lungs. And he said, let me have a look up his nose. And he looked up his nose, and he put like some liquid up his nose, and the seed came out. And he had a seed up his nose.
And that was making him sneeze.
Making him look like he was literally on death's door. And then I suddenly was so relieved. No. I thought, thank God for that. But then I suddenly thought, I've completely jumped the queue. And there's these people like looking at me like I'm stressing. I said to John, I can't go out there. I can't go out there and say it was a backward sneeze. He said, it's all right. So anyway, as I came out all casual, like really, stroke at the top of Milo's head, and they said, is everything all right? I went, no, they're doing checks. I didn't have the heart to say that it was
just a backward sneeze.
Like, I was stroking his head and everything. And then the receptionist came out. She said, oh, that'd be £70. And I thought, Jesus Christ, it's £70 to find out it's a backward sneeze.
No.
And then this woman was with a rabbit. She said, I hope everything's going to be all right. I said, I do as well. Honestly, I felt like a right knob.
Yeah, have you calmed down over the years though?
I feel like I have, but then I come home and I found my dad had left a batch of actual butter out on the side, and all there was Rusty and the remains of the wrapper. And I went, Holy Mother in Mary. That was I knew it was virtually a whole lot of butter. So and again, I was on the phone to the vet. My dog's had butter. I don't know if he's going to be all right. Shall I bring him in? And they was like, if he starts being sick or a number 2 and it's continuous, then he needs to come in. But other than that, just keep an eye on him.
And was he all right?
I literally didn't sleep. I was like eyes on him. He did have squirts. It was a bit unpleasant.
But he was all right.
He had no sickness. And he's also ate a load of porridge. Dry.
Oh, God. Why would you want to eat that?
Dry porridge.
I had, a couple of years ago, it was Christmas, and my daughter-in-law phoned me. I think it was Christmas Eve. And she was very, very calm. She said, oh, Dexter's eaten rather a lot of cheese. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, how much cheese? And she says, the whole cheese board.
You're joking.
And she said, do you think he'll be all right? And I said, well, just, keep an eye on him.
Was it all different varieties?
Yeah, he'd eaten everything.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
And I just said, just keep an eye on him, see how he goes. No upset stomach.
Get off.
Nothing. But this was like, when it comes to Christmas and you can't then get the cheese, they bought like a fancy cheese board with all the cheeses at the lot. They ended up having to go, I think, to Aldi and buy some cheap little...
They got the cheap stuff. They still got the expensive stuff.
He was absolutely fine.
You see, this is the funny thing. Like, it's a lot of I had Milo in the past. He had chocolate. Now, chocolate is really toxic to dogs. And my Milo had some chocolate, and I'm like, literally, we need to blue light him. And I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time. He's like, he'll be fine. Just keep an eye on him. And I'm like, no, we don't bite. And he said, just because obviously he was thinking...
Yeah, it's quite dangerous, chocolate.
The money, when I was thinking my dog's life. But actually, he was all right. But no, I was worried the whole time watching him. But there is dogs that, you do really need to keep an eye, and then if you see anything, you need to
Stan once ate. He got into I came up from work, hung my bag up on the coat rack, and then he got into the bag, and him and another dog had eaten 3 ibuprofen, and I was straight to the vets that time, and he was made to be sick. It's just not worth the risk when it's something like that.
Dad, we've not long had Guinness. Because Guinness was like, and my dad went and he's on low blood sugars, blood pressure tablets at the time. And he went and had a shower. And when he came out, he went to take his blood pressure tablets and realised there was like wrapper. The box was ripped and there was Guinness sitting there looking at him.
Like he's eating the tablets.
And he said, oh my God, he's ate the pack. He's ate like a lot. And he was like, oh my God. So Dad did immediately ring the vets. And he was on the phone to the vets and he said, you need to bring him in immediately. He said, what type of blood pressure tablets? Were they high blood pressure or low? And he said, if they were high, you'd be going around the garden like a motorbike. But luckily they were low. He said, you got time to get him here. If it was high, he might have been running up the M5. So we got him in and they made him sick. And then my dad told me and then I picked him up after work and he was fine afterwards. But yeah.
Stan did it, and it was during COVID, and we couldn't actually go into the vets. I had to sit outside with him. I had to sit outside with him, and they kept popping out to make sure he was all right. Oh, it was horrible.
That was a horrible time. Actually, not a very pleasant story. I had just got to the vets, and they were in the car, and they were just putting a dog to sleep.
Oh no!
In the outside, but there was a lot of other vets during that time that was taking the dog in there. And taking it away from the owner and putting him to sleep, but luckily my vets were kind enough to obviously ask, and they did it in the car. But it was a little bit awkward because obviously people are arriving, and you're just Jesus Mary, it's.
Yeah, we had to have one put to sleep in the van during COVID, and it's horrible. But I mean, a lot of dogs aren't happy just to go off with random, but I mean, a lot of dogs don't like the vets anyway, but then just to be handed over to the vets and you're not even there.
I have said I'm dreading it for my friends because they've ended up becoming single, and they've said, what shall I do? And I said, go and get a dog. And so that's what they've done. But now I'm regretting it because I know the pain it is when you lose a dog.
Yeah.
And, so I've kind of set them up for but it is so important, I feel, and I have said this to Marie and I have said this to my friend Kate, to be there. However hard it is, you're there at the beginning, you must be there at the end.
Yeah.
The vet said to me, when I don't know how we got on the conversation, but I ended up chatting with him about it. It is a bit of a sore subject, but he did say to me, if you hand the dog over, those last few moments, and you're not in the room with them, they're spending their time looking for you. Because they know they sense you're not there.
Yeah.
I advise anybody, as hard as it is, and I know it's one of those things, I can't face it. Please, for your dog's sake,
you need to be there.
Hold them. Just be there in those last few seconds of them breathing. I really advise that. And I do not regret a moment when I did that with my Milo. I had to make that horrific decision. It had come to end of life. Everything was shutting down. And I could do
it's
the
last thing,
yeah.
It's the last thing you can do for them, isn't it?
Yeah, and I holded him and I was speaking to him the entire time.
Yeah, it's the last thing you can do. I've had to do it a few times.
We've gone off on a bit of a sad subject, but it needs to be mentioned. It needs to be mentioned. It's a very important one, I think. Don't you?
I do.
Commitment for life.
Yep. However long that might be.
They don't have a choice. They've got to. And
I think they get harder when they get older as well. They get, a bit of dementia, a little bit deaf, or selective. Yeah, same. A little bit blind. I definitely found them harder as they've got older.
But for you, Sam, have you had a particular dog that was really poorly and that you thought, oh my God, I don't know how we're going to get through this, and they made recovery and they good?
Yeah, I think there's two. I mean, there's Bradley, who I mentioned earlier, and also Frankie.
Yes, Frankie.
Because Frankie,
she had a horrible wound.
Yeah, the pictures we were sending, we can't really share them on. We put the video on TikTok and we can't share it on there. She had this horrendous wound on her neck. It was all open. It was massive. It was like wet and leaking. And getting her out of the crate, because the owner had put her in the car for us.
Yeah.
Into the crate. This dog never been out the house before, never been on a lead, nothing. So then we had to get her out the other end, and we'd got the lead on her already. And I remember getting her out.
Yeah.
And I gave the lead to Amy, and I said, "Whatever happens, don't let go."
Yeah. Oh.
And she was like, "Okay." So she comes out on the lead, and the minute she felt it tighten on her neck, she went, I mean, obviously she's got a neck wound, but we had to use a slip. It was the safest thing. She went absolutely berserk. She was writhing around, screaming.
Oh, wow.
And we had to, I put the towel on her and I managed to get her in, but obviously she wasn't able to go to the vets at that time.
No.
Because of the state she was in. She'd never been out the house. She'd never seen people other than her owners. So I treated that with, what did she have? She had a couple of lime sulfur baths. She was crawling with fleas. And she obviously had she had some flea treatments. And she had lime sulfur baths. I think she had 3 or 4 of those. And she had lime sulfur ointment on her neck. I mean, I was just doing what I've learned over the years because, we at that time, and she did go to the vet shortly. I think she went to the vet straight after we picked her up, but she was unhandleable. So it was all done through the crate.
Gotcha.
And it was very much... I think they gave us some. Yeah, they gave
like a wild animal, isn't it?
They gave us some flea treatments for 3 months. So obviously they gave her the first one, and then she had 2 subsequent ones. But all of the treatment and the bathing and everything, we had to do all of that.
And she's come out the other end.
She's come out the other end.
And
she's she's still struggling with her skin a little bit. But the vet did say it takes about 21 weeks for the fur for the skin to regenerate, for all the fur to come back. But she's still not got 100% fur coverage.
Yeah.
And we're trying different things. And she has been back to the vets a few times, but it's just, trial and error with Frankie. We've tried, all the natural treatments. We've tried, she's had cod liver oil, evening primrose oil, coconut oil, but she's so finicky with food. It's been a bit of an issue. But yeah, she's had baths on and off. I mean, she was having a bath a few times a week, but then we found it was drying her skin out too much. So then now she's just having like a moisturiser.
Yeah, and that's working now,
It is working. Her neck wound healed up. It took a long time to heal, but she wasn't in good health. She was really skinny. She'd obviously got all the dead fleader and everything.
Wow.
I mean, she was a mess. But yeah, and we have to mention, it is Friday the 13th today.
It is.
And she is being adopted.
Yes!
By Amy, who actually picked her up, yeah.
Yes, it's adoption day, so there is a celebratory drink coming her way tonight.
Yeah.
Because I have got you, Sam, a Sambuca.
What?
Sambuca. You've got to have a shot of Sambuca later.
I don't think I've ever had a Sambuca.
You're going to have one later.
Oh my God.
You want to light it up. Don't drink it a light. Me and Sam may not be awake tomorrow for some time. We may be lying hangover, but no, we're going to have a Sambuca. Nice. That's to Frankie and Amy.
Yeah, Frankie and Amy. She's had it's been a long 6 months.
Yeah, but we're fingers crossed that everything goes well. But yeah, so that's that. So obviously we move on to the next phase, which I will be talking about, which everybody's probably got quite passionate about, is the vet prices. There is obviously life in general. It's got really expensive food, everything. But I am very concerned about the vets' huge increases of vet prices. I know there's PDSA out there which can help, which I think is fantastic. A charity that's worth giving some money towards. The RSPCA also offer a veterinary help service. Your insurances, don't get me started, but they do offer you a little bit. Well, my one does, brought by many. They offer free veterinary advice, but that's all online, and I don't do that. I'd rather take my dog physically
and speak to somebody.
See someone physically.
It's hard with the vet prices because, I mean, obviously everyone's had increases, so they've obviously had increases on what they've had to buy, but it's the not knowing.
What I find, right, so basically, I have actually been to the vets this week with my lovely Guinness, and he had to go for his booster.
Okay.
So, I had a little bit of a shock when I found out what the price was for my booster this year. It's a year on from last year.
What is it now?
So last year I paid $42.50. This week I paid $67.90.
That's massive.
Massive, huge increase. And I said, I beg your pardon, to the receptionist, and I said, listen, I understand you're a receptionist, but why on earth is this little local vet's got such a huge increase? That's of £25.40 of an increase.
In
from
12 months.
Year. She said, I don't know. And I just reacted by laughing because I just knew she didn't want to say, or she didn't want to get into it with me. But yeah, she does, So I did a little bit of digging. And my very good, my cousin's husband, Paul, he very nicely went on the old Tinternet and asked AI, the more advanced Tinternet. He was explaining what AI is all about. I said, you've lost me. Just tell me what the bloody answers are.
I keep calling it AL.
I'm lucky I said AI. So basically, there's been a huge corporate group buying vets. So my little vets in Malvern, I thought was my little local vets. No. We found out that my vets is actually been bought by a big corporate group, which is actually CVS. And there's another one called IVS. They got a lot of money. And I found out that this ZVS company, they offer restructuring prices models to increase profitability. So they will reconstruct on all the vets for their profitability. They don't really care about the welfare or the care of the animals. It's just there for profitability, really, to be honest with you.
That's horrendous.
And it's really upsetting. And this corporate group we found out, 90 companies, and they're all across 3 countries. So they've got the UK, Australia and Ireland. And I know this has all gone a bit, serious, but they have turned over in 2024 £647 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and 450 million of that is UK alone. And that's my vets.
And that's why the prices have been hiked up so much.
They can just do it. We ain't got a leg to stand on, and it's very, very frightening.
But people will do everything for their animals, and it's made owning an animal almost impossible.
And I really believe that's another reason why people aren't adopting or getting pets, because
they know they can't afford to.
They can't afford to. And it's very frightening time. I would spend my last penny on my dog.
Same.
And there's a lot of people who is like that, but then unfortunately there's people who've got families for whatever reason they just can't afford to keep their dog, and it's a heart-wrenching decision, and some of them have to.
It's awful. I mean, we've had some returns recently, and you know, your dog goes home, or our dogs go home if they're a puppy or whatever, and they've had their first vaccinations, and then people aren't vaccinating their dogs.
No.
I mean, I've spoken to somebody today.
£57.
Yeah, who's not vaccinated their dog for 5 years.
Yeah.
Because I would imagine they can't afford to.
Yeah. It is absolutely terrifying. I do love my vets, but I will consider, not changing as such, because I don't know of any other, because they got 90. I mean, this is even including the emergency vets.
Oh, the emergency vets, that's a whole other story,
now, if you want to go to emergency vets out of hours,
it's 300 quid to get through the door.
It averages, it depends on your region, apparently. Depends on the region. 300 to £268, or it could even be more than that, Sam.
We've had to use the emergency vets a few times. And we had, that's another dog, Winston, who came in with...
Oh, God, yeah.
I
said that really quick. Winston.
He was literally... Winston, he literally had his foot hanging off.
He did, didn't he?
It was horrific. He wasn't a dog we had imported. He ended up... He was a Cane Corso, and he was going straight home from a breeder to somebody had bought him for like £2,000. And when they saw the state of him when he came off, they didn't want him.
And they just left him, didn't they?
So he spent 3 days on transport. We had a call from the kennels we use in Wales saying, can you help this dog? And the smell of the infected flesh, and that was immediately to the vets.
Wow.
And then I think I brought him home. And I think I had to take him back a couple of days, because they couldn't amputate. It had to be amputated. Couldn't do it till the Monday. So they bandaged it up and gave him some antibiotics. But I think by the Sunday, I think I changed the dressing on the Saturday, and it was really, really stinky. So I think we took him back, and they took it off and redressed it. And they even, it sounds really disgusting, they even cut a bit of flesh off.
Whoa.
He didn't feel it. The skin was dead.
Oh my days.
But it was, that was horrific.
Oh my days.
But he's doing well. He has been returned and readopted, but he's doing fantastic.
They removed the leg. They
had to take it off. Yeah.
And he was this is a good thing about dogs. They just adapt.
Yeah.
Well,
it was, I think it was a front leg. Why can't I remember?
Yeah, big following Winston.
Yeah, he did. He did. And he, we were very careful rehoming him because of, obviously, his breed.
Yeah.
And he was home until I think the family got pregnant, and then the rest of the family got a bit,
oh, yeah.
You've got a Cane Corso, and you can't have a Cane Corso with a baby. So he did end up being returned, even though he'd not actually done anything. But
I know, but we won't touch.
But he's happy now.
He's
so
happy.
We'll just focus on
Where
that.
is he? Whereabouts is he?
I can't remember now. I know he started off by the seaside, but I can't remember where he is now.
Started off. Is he
started off.
He's got an island now. He's got a balcony, and he's loving life. I mean, that's the rewarding thing, is that we see. I mean, we've had an update on Baloo, and Baloo is just adored by these people, and we are so over the moon that Baloo's got his little plaque on his crate.
Oh my God. They are fantastic adopters.
We are absolutely thoroughly enjoying all these updates. I cried when they sent out a video within the first week, was it?
Yeah.
They made a little video, and at the very end of the video, I was all right until the very end of the video. There was Baloo looking up at the camera, and at the bottom they had put "Welcome home."
Yeah, love that.
I was a goner. I was in my Waitrose van. I was sobbing my heart out. It's a wonder someone didn't knock the window and say, everything all right?
They absolutely adore him. He can't do anything wrong.
No.
He's very, very loved. We need some more adopters like that.
Please. More people like that, please.
Yeah.
We need you. Where are you? We need to find you 100%. But, so vet prices, obviously, it's one of those. Unfortunately, we don't have control over it, just like we don't have control over a price of a loaf of bread. So, unfortunately, we've got to suck it up. We've got to do our best for our dogs. Save those pennies. Do what you can. I know it's horrible, but, please don't not get your dog looked at medically because of finances. Please just, try and rejig your finances if you are struggling. The PDSA are out there. There is other areas that you can go if you can't afford private vets.
But this is having an impact on...
It is having an impact.
Like, for instance, Frankie, I don't know the full situation, so I can't comment on it, but I know that she was an accidental litter bred from a dog that was imported.
Oh, Jesus, Mary.
Oh, and was that because she can't afford to get her dog neutered?
Yes.
It's very, very difficult, isn't it? And
do what Netherlands do, Sam.
Yeah.
Free neutering, free spaying.
Yes, definitely. We need that.
Hello, UK. Welcome, listening. We're telling you, take a look at Netherlands.
Yeah.
Please. Bloody hell. Take a look at that country. Everybody take note. That could be it, Sam.
Everything has an impact, doesn't it?
It does. But we're moving on. Obviously, we're on about dogs being poorly and stuff like that. So I did decide to do a little bit, did you know?
Oh, go on then.
Yeah, so obviously, we all know dogs are a bloody nightmare. Bloody nightmare for eating things they shouldn't.
We've gone Australian?
I don't know what that is.
No, we've gone Cockney.
It's gone Cockney now. It's gone Cockney, right. So I had a little Google on stuff that dogs eat that are unusual. So the unusual items, there was a lot out there. So I've just picked a few that made me tickled me. Okay. And some like, what the hell? How did that even come about? So the first one I got is a baked potato, right? Whole.
Cooked.
I have no idea.
Baked potato, it'll be cooked. Baloo did that.
How? But a whole one, Sam. How does it get down the throat?
Like, without chewing it?
Well, it's a whole one. He can't have chewed it.
Well, Sarah bought me a potato.
Did you swallow it whole?
No, I didn't. But she put it outside my front door. And I think Baloo was getting out the van. And I didn't realise the potato was there, wrapped in foil. He just grabs hold of it and tries to run off with it. I was like, that's my potato. Well. He didn't eat it. I got it off him.
Thank God for that. He had foil and all.
Oh, it was a bugger.
So a whole baked potato. And this one made me laugh. A whole rubber chicken. I mean, did he squeak when he ran?
Oh my God, I bet that was a vet trip.
Yeah. And whoever this poor person was, they found false teeth in a dog. So whoever the owner was go, can't very well because he ain't got his teeth.
Oh dear.
I mean, how has he got that? Did he get out the glass? If you've left them lying about, it's on you, isn't it? If you've left your false teeth, they're expensive.
Yeah, I bet they are.
They're expensive. This one. Your menstrual cup.
What?
Someone's menstrual cup.
Oh, no, that's disgusting.
I know it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Ew.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it was clean. Let's just go with it was clean.
Yeah, it's clean. Whoever that lady, we're not going to go there. And also, this is a little bit, 5 tampons.
I tell you who's had tampons.
Who?
Toby.
Toby's had tampons?
Yep. He's been upstairs. He's raided my drawer. Because he escapes. Sometimes he gets out of where he's supposed to be. And when he gets out, he destroys things.
But what's tampons? Like
he didn't eat them. He just
he didn't swallow them. Then?
No, he just opened a few packets and dragged them down the stairs.
About the tampons though, because it was
absorbed.
So that was removed from a dog, and Betty, the bull terrier puppy, she swallowed a 10-inch toy arrow.
Oh,
yeah.
Was Betty okay after that?
How would you even? I can't even imagine how the puppy would swallow the arrow. because it was full length and it was almost as long as her when they pulled it out from the vet.
Oh my God.
I know. How scary is that? And of course she did recover. And then apparently not long after she got home, she had the milk controlled.
I've lost a few remote controls over the years.
I'm like, that's a nightmare of puppy. I bet they're thinking, Jesus, is there anything she doesn't eat?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's more out there, but those are the ones that made me chuckle. I mean, like, you speak to a vet, I think the most common procedure is removing things from dogs. I mean, they're well known for eating stones.
Yeah.
Picking up, I mean...
We had a dog years ago, yeah.
Lucky didn't swallow him. And it's quite serious, because if they swallow him, then they stay in their tummy, and then it can cause issues.
We oh gosh, I don't know if it was a foster or a rescue, but he had to wear a muzzle for some reason when we were travelling, and it was years ago, and I can't remember why. But on the way home, when I took the muzzle off when we got home, it was full of stones.
Oh, Jesus.
And he must have eaten them and regurgitated them. But I've had a dog who used to eat trainer socks. Always, not full socks, just trainer socks.
Just
and
trainer socks?
She always used to regurgitate them.
That's really weird.
Yeah, bizarre.
There is some weird stuff that dogs have eaten. But, so please, if you're getting a dog and you're your first time with dogs, keep a bloody close eye, because Jesus, they eat some stuff.
They do.
They have no awareness that what they're putting down their stomach is going to possibly kill them. So there's a fly just attacked me there. And also I thought, whilst we're on that subject, I thought, how long after a dog eats does your dog poop? And apparently it is an average of 30 minutes, or immediately after they wake up. So, I mean, like, as soon as my dogs eat, it's like seconds they're out and they're having a poop.
Dottie's like that. It's
and
like
I don't
instant.
know about this 30 minutes thing. I mean...
30 minutes?
That's quite a long time. Quite a long time, no.
I guess they're all different, like
they are,
people.
But, I mean, the thing is, isn't it funny, because you get to know your dog's...
Yeah, you do.
Routine, and you know, when you're on a walk, the way they do that circling thing, you know...
It's coming, it's coming.
Get the bag.
Dora's favourite time, I mean, she stopped it now, but it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
And my eyebrows are falling from my face. It is an horrendous stench. I don't know if you're giving her curry.
She's on the diet food. She's on a diet. Oh no, she's having some supplement for her joints, and it's got beetroot and stuff in it.
That's it.
Yeah, we were given it. We were donated it, and she's been having that in her dinner. So maybe that's had an effect.
Having an effect because I've got no nose hair. I don't need to pluck. Just wait for shit.
Dora, what does she say?
Wait for Dora to have a poop, and your eyebrows will fall from your face. So
it's not that bad.
So, sorry if anyone's eating. We're talking about poop and all sorts this episode. It's a delight, absolute delight. But yeah, well, we'll finish up on that poop and Dora's cow shit. But what we want to press on with, we do want to talk about, which is very important for our rescue, is a wonderful, brilliant, amazing, lovable Cariad. Is she one? Because is she older now?
She must be older than that now.
I feel like she's older than that. So if anybody checks her out on
she must be about 18
website,
months now.
And she's medium sized, and she's like...
She's kind of
she's not like a brown, but she's like...
She's kind of medium. I'd say medium large. She's quite...
Medium large.
She's quite tall, and she's quite...
And she's like a light brown.
Yeah, she's kind of a... I think she's got some shepherd in her because her fur's got those black flecks on the end.
And she's a bit of a doofus, isn't she? Clumsy doofus.
She is. She's very boisterous, very playful.
And she is very affectionate, though, isn't she? When she knows you.
She's
it's a bit tricky when she meets new people. She needs a bit of an experienced person.
She does. She's unfortunately been returned 3 times. The first one was, I think it was a friend of somebody we knew, and we obviously home checked and everything, and they took her home in season, and they didn't have to. We'd said we're quite happy to hold her. And they were like, no, it was all fine. And they bought her so much stuff, and they were going to call her Connie, and they'd even got like a neckerchief with her name on and happy first birthday. And they'd got so much stuff for her. But they took her home, and we'd said, just let her be and all the rest of it. And because she was in season, they decided to put pants on her and make her lie on a pad. So I think she was returned, I think she was home about 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. And then the second time she was only home for a day.
A day? That's no.
Oh,
no, don't even go there.
No, let's not go there. The third time, she actually did quite well in the home, but she isn't 100% comfortable around males.
Yeah.
And she's got like
what? My Rusty struggles.
Yeah.
New people.
I mean, we haven't really seen it much in Foster with a little bit of like she's got a little bit of guarding issues, but because we see her out and out and about playing, and she's absolutely fine with everybody, but in the home she can do a little bit of guarding, like with her space and her toys and stuff. So we originally rehomed her with other dogs, thinking she's a little bit shy and that's what she needs, but realistically she needs to go home on her own. She'll be a fantastic running partner. She loves going for long walks. She does still need some work on socialising with people. When she came back the third time, she did come back a bit reactive on lead, which she wasn't before. But that's a work in progress. But she's so much fun. She's just a big, silly puppy who just needs, she just needs.
I can hear Stan in the background. He's
making a
Stan wants to be with Stan.
It's dinner time.
You hear little whinings in the back. It's okay.
It's dinner time, and they're all getting
dinner time. So we're going to try and wrap this up a little bit. But I just want everyone to know that Cariad is £250 for adoption fee. And if you do message the page about any of our dogs, please tell us everything about you.
Yeah.
Don't just say you're interested, because we haven't. Yeah,
we have a lot.
Small, we only got a small admin, and we just need to know everything. And then we go, yes, we can get back to you. You are suitable. Blah blah blah. We set you up.
And also, Cariad means love in Welsh.
Does it now? It does. All right, boy, I was going.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
I'm not going to lie to you, right? You've got to adopt her right away. Anyway, you're listening. I'm sorry. If anyone's offended, please don't be offended by my Welsh terrible accent. But I love the Welsh. I absolutely love you. Right, Luna Chow. A special Luna Chow shout, because it has been her birthday.
Yeah, it was her birthday yesterday. She's 4 years old.
4 years old.
And she has come such a long way.
She has.
From where, like, she was actually found free. She was a free dog. She was a wild dog. And there's a photo of her on the website and on the Facebook page of her when she was free and pregnant. And she looks nothing like her. She looks a bit like a hyena. She does not even look like a dog.
Don't look like Luna Chow.
No. And then she had her puppies. We rehomed 4 of those. And she went home not long after arrival. She went to a foster home briefly. Then she went home, was home for about, I want to say, nearly a year.
Yeah.
And they returned her because they said she wasn't good with children. They didn't have children at the time, but they wanted them. They said, they did say she bites everybody, which is not true.
We haven't had that.
We haven't had that. I mean, when she came back, she was obviously very scared. She'd just lost everything she knew. And we did take a lot of time with her because obviously we've been told she bites everybody. So when she first come in, we put all the clothes on.
Yeah, you barricaded yourself up.
All the clothes and the gloves and get her in. She didn't do anything. She did a bit of growling initially, but nothing more than that. And her coat was in terrible condition. So it took 2 of us to we started grooming her, but we did it very carefully through a gate. So, nobody could get hurt. But getting to know her and getting to know what her issues were and how much work we've done with her, and how much we've advocated for her to get to that point.
I think she's splendid.
She's absolutely fantastic. She's
ready.
Loads of fun.
She is ready and waiting
for
her person.
She's got the best personality ever, the dog.
It's a Luna Chow. These are so expensive on the market. And her adoption fee is £250 as well.
She's
Please check her out.
She is the best fun in the world.
She is so lovable. She loves hugs. She comes and sits on you. She is so affectionate. She's cheeky.
She's very cheeky. She's naughty cheeky. She's not naughty.
She gets away
She's
with
naughty.
it, Sam.
She
gets
does.
away with it.
She likes to have a little bit of a dig, but she does it mainly for attention.
I think she's fantastic.
But everybody, all the volunteers love her. But whoever adopts her will have to advocate for her for the rest of her life. She does not want a stranger coming up and stroking her.
Do not let her go into a...
And every time somebody tries to do that, we're always, no.
Yeah.
It's okay to do that. You're advocating for your dog. You're making it safe.
Yeah, you're keeping them safe.
She's not ever bitten anyone with us. She has snapped at somebody once because they went straight in to stroke her.
But that's like a lot of dogs though, Sam.
Yeah.
But she lets you know. But I've never ever felt unsafe or felt funny. I felt she comes up to me, I don't feel anything.
She's fantastic. Like, I mean, that time we were at the field and Briar.
Oh yeah.
Were you? Yeah,
I was with you.
Her and Baloo ran into the back of Briar's legs.
Yeah.
And she I thought she was staying upright. And it was like a very slow motion fall down. And we're like, oh, you okay? Luna Chow runs away a few feet, throws herself on the floor on her back, and she's like, oh, it's okay, I can do that too. And it's just all for affection.
I wish you didn't get it on video, did you?
No.
I'm so gutted that you didn't get it on video.
But she is just amazing.
She's so photogenic. She takes the best pictures. We're always taking... There's tons of pictures of her.
Yeah, she loves it. She loves the attention.
Loves it. She would make a good advent calendar or TV.
Yeah, she
adverts,
would.
Man.
She is very dog friendly,
she is.
But she lacks social skills.
Yeah, she don't read the room.
No, she can't go home with it as a dog. Not easily. Not unless you absolutely know what you're doing and you can manage it. Because she's in your face. She's like, oh, here I am, you know. Yeah.
She's very fluffy and a lot of dog. She's medium size.
Yeah, she's a Chow cross. She's got the blue tongue.
Yeah, blue tongue. But like I said, these dogs are really expensive on the market.
Nobody ever asks about Luna.
No. Listen, nobody asks about it. This is bloody serious. Bloody hell, I'll tell you now.
Yeah, she's waited so far 18 months. No inquiries.
She's not, I just don't.
She's just... she's the best fun ever. If ever you're having a bad day and you've got Luna Chow around, she'll make you laugh.
I'm going to leave you with this. If whoever adopts her, you are very lucky.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. But our next episode, we're going to talk about, Drea mentioned, didn't she? What was it?
How important the relationship is between you and your dog.
Yeah. That's what we're going to chat about next episode. I think that's a cracking one.
Definitely.
So well done, brought up. And obviously, anybody else want to leave a comment, anything you want us to chat about, please let us know because we're happy to chat.
Yeah. And always happy to chat.
We're always happy. We're gonna have.
It's been quite serious today, though.
It has, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has been a bit. So we apologise if it's been a bit serious, but
we'll lighten it up next time.
We're lighting it up. We're lighting it up, but it some days it does have to. There are subjects that do need to be a little bit serious. I can't be serious to save my life. Right.
You've done quite well today, though.
I have, and I'm going to have myself a Sambuca and a toast to Amy and Frankie, and we're going to leave you today, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me and Sam, and we're going to say goodbye, and goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me. Thank you for listening.
Ciao.
Ciao.